There's a huge possibility that you did not know that uploading more videos to your YouTube channel can definitely get you more views. Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel. Tamia Dawkins here. Super excited to have you join me. If you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell because on my channel, we talk about all things connected to living the intentional lady life so that you can build a life and a business that I know that you'll absolutely love. In today's training video, I'm going to show you my step-by-step key method, the exact way that you can go ahead and upload your YouTube videos so that they can be optimized and you can definitely get more views. Been on YouTube for a while, you definitely have recognized that there is a formula that goes with doing anything on YouTube. I mean, a step-by-step approach when it comes to uploading your videos, creating your videos, whatever it is that is tied around YouTube, there has to be a step-by-step method to make sure that you're optimizing whatever it is that you want to make sure is working on your channel. So before I go ahead and I share my screen so I can show you my key by key steps that I go ahead and use to upload my YouTube videos so that I can ensure that they're optimized and they get more views, I wanted to go ahead and jump into the fact that it is important that you make sure that you get a routine for uploading your videos. And so you want to do this because you can definitely be sure that you're creating the habit of making sure that your videos are uploaded. Now, most people don't realize that there's really a lot that can happen when you don't go ahead and create the exact steps on a consistent basis when it comes to uploading your videos. You can really put your videos in a compromising position, whereas there would have been a possibility that you got certain views on your particular video if you went ahead and you optimize it the right way in terms of when you're uploading it. If you do something like not making sure that you're doing the right keyword research or not making sure that you're putting the right tags in the video when you're uploading it, or not putting enough characters in the description area, or not giving people different call to actions, then you can really lower your chances of making sure that your video is really connecting to your particular targeted audience. So here's why you definitely want to make sure that your YouTube videos are being uploaded in the best way possible. Now, there are two different ways or platforms, or let's say one is a product and one is a platform, that I think would be great to help you to keep that consistency in terms of knowing the exact steps that you need to be able to make sure that your videos are optimized for more views. The first is my personal product called the Lady Boss Content System. I'll make sure that I put a link down in the description box down below. This particular system is going to help you in the steps and the process of making sure that your content is together. And it will also really help to educate you on exactly what content is in general. After all, what you're uploading on a consistent basis on the YouTube platform is consistent content. So you want to make sure that you are super clear about what exactly content is. Now, the other tool or product that I would say would be great to be able to help you stay on track with uploading your YouTube videos, you want to have those exact steps, would be Asana. This is a free software that you can go ahead and use every single time you're going to go through that process of uploading your video. You'll never miss a step by making sure that you're using these productivity tools. All right, so get ready to share my screen with you so we can go ahead and get the exact steps that you need to get started.
So here we are inside of Asana, the productivity app that is free. And remember, I said I usually vacillate between Asana and my Lady Boss Content System, which is a tool and also a product that I put together. You can get information about that in the description down below. And so inside of Asana, what we're looking at is one of their list or boards. And what I've already done is really made sure that I optimize my title, how I manage my time blocking, explain, mom, wife, entrepreneur. And so those are the keywords that I'm going to be going after when I upload this video. Next, in Asana, which I love, you have the opportunity to really show when the video that you are uploading is due, and you'll get an alert directly to your email that you signed up with for Asana, so that you never forget that you have an upcoming video that needs to be uploaded, which is definitely necessary, especially if you're uploading a whole bunch of videos per week like myself. Then you see what is named as projects. You go on to description. Now, I love this layout because it's very similar to exactly what we're going to be doing over in the YouTube side. So I've already planned out what my description is going to be, as well as I've already added some needed tags to my description, which is something that you can do once you get into the description area on YouTube when you're uploading your video. But I decided to do it on this side because I find it is easier. You also want to make sure that if you're using TubeBuddy, that you grab the tags from the TubeBuddy extension. Once you go ahead and you optimize your title, then they give you some suggested tags that you can go ahead and utilize for your video. So I pulled some of these tags once again and then rearranged those tags inside of my description so I can make sure that my metadata and my SEO and everything is optimized so that my video can be found by people that are searching in the YouTube search engine for my videos. Next, I want to go through the process of showing you ladies exactly where you go to upload your video. So right now you click this button called create or upload a video. You can go live from this tab as well, but we are going to upload a video. So after we go through the process of pressing that button, we're going to grab the needed file from our files to be able to upload the video that we want. Now, usually once my videos are edited, then they're placed usually on my desktop and then I transfer them to a file. If you want to keep things organized, you can do that too. And here's the video that I want to grab. Now, if you notice immediately when you look at your video in details, the title of your video is automatically going to come up. How did that happen? That happened basically because of the fact that I named the file in my editing software the same title that I wanted to utilize inside of my video. So you can do that to really help in terms of the metadata and the SEO and making sure that your video is totally optimized so that you can get the views that you are looking to get. Now, the only thing that I have to do at this point is kind of change some things around, make sure that everything looks smooth, check the spelling. You just want to make sure that things are absolutely good, right? So if you want to emphasize some words in your title, then you can definitely do that. If you want to put up, different symbols and all that other stuff, then you can do that if that works for your video. But you definitely just want to make sure that things are clean and that there's no issues in terms of the way everything looks. Now, after I've gone through that process, what you're looking at next is going to be your description area. Now, remember, I mentioned to you that I've already put together everything that I want to say in my description in the Asana app. So I simply have to come back over here and grab that description that I've already worked on, and then I'm going to go ahead and plug it directly inside of the description area. Now, one thing that you need to make sure that you do is you want to make sure that you plugged your main keywords that you're going after when you're uploading your video for more views inside of this description area. Now, there are two ways that you can do that. Either you can go ahead and copy the exact title and paste it, and then as you go to the next line, then you can start whatever you want in your description, or either you can go ahead and kind of try to see if you can weave it within a conversational kind of tone. So I'm going to actually do both, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the spelling is okay so that we're good to go. So remember I said when I plug whatever I have to plug in Asana, it's a rough draft. It's not cute. It's just a description that I'm able to put together. And when I come over here to the actual description that people are going to be reading, then that's when I'm able to really clean things up. Now, you can definitely make sure that you separate your sentences, kind of break things up. I mean, you're not going to have, regular quote unquote paragraphs, because you don't want people to kind of get bored reading your text, but you definitely want to make sure that you are breaking different things up. So next, what you're seeing in the description box is going to be all of the details that you want people to focus on next. What do you want people to do next in your video? So before we get into that, I'm going to show you a quick little trick that you can go ahead and do so that you don't have to repost all of these details in terms of like what you want people to watch next, telling them to subscribe, maybe some cool things or affiliate links. You don't want to have to keep putting this stuff in there over and over again, because sometimes you might miss different things or you might mess up a link. So if you go over to YouTube Studio, and after you get to YouTube Studio, you click on settings, then you have the chance to go to upload defaults. And in this area is where you can go ahead and plug in all of the details that you want in terms of your description, so that you don't have to just be reposting stuff. The only thing that you're really going to change is probably some of the videos that you want people to watch, because you want to make sure that the videos that you are telling people to watch next, or that maybe you've mentioned in the video, are relevant to that particular video. So that's a little hack. You hit save, and then you know that when you go ahead and you've uploaded your video, then that same description with all of those details is going to be there time and time again. You might just have to shift some stuff or whatever have you. So I'm just going to continue to clean some things up, make sure that all the links are readable and they work and all that stuff, because sometimes the links can get shortened. So you just want to check on everything to make sure that it is good. Now, if there are any other videos that I might have mentioned in this video that I am uploading, I want to make sure that I have them in the description down below as promised. In the next part of the description, where they can find me online, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can go ahead and plug in those direct links, or just let them know what your name is on those platforms. Next, I give people some information about who I am, if they want to know a bit more about who I am, which I think is important, especially if you're doing this in terms of business. You want to make sure that people know who you are and what it is that you do. I let them know what my message is and what my goal is in terms of YouTube, and then I have an opportunity to next introduce them to some affiliate links with regards to the equipment that I use in my videos, which is something that people are always interested in. And so I also have the chance to be able to make some coins there. There's a disclaimer letting people know that this is my property in terms of my video, and they can't just take the footage without permission. There's my email address if they want to contact me. And then next, I put a disclaimer about the fact that there are affiliate links that would allow for me to get paid in this description. So next, you have the chance to be able to upload your thumbnail. So you hit the upload button, and in my case, my thumbnail is already in here inside of my download file. So I go ahead and download the necessary thumbnail. Now you want to make sure that your thumbnail is readable. You get a preview of it over here to make sure that everything looks good. It looks great. You can see it. One thing that you want to definitely make sure that you pay attention to when you're uploading your thumbnail is that your text is not down here on the right side, because there's usually a timer that lets people know how long your video is. And if you don't make sure that your text is in the right place, that timer will cover some of your text, and then people won't have the ability to be able to read it. If you don't place a thumbnail here in terms of a custom thumbnail, then a portion of your video will just show up and it might not be cute. So you definitely don't want to do that. You want to use a thumbnail that stands out and really draws the attention of the people that you want to be able to click on your video. Next, you have the opportunity, which I would say you need to do, to go ahead and put together different playlists if you haven't done it already. But if you have done it like myself, then you want to make sure that you assign this video to a playlist. Now, I would say to go ahead and assign it to more than one playlist. In my case, I have 3 different playlists that I'm going to go ahead and assign it to, and then you hit done. So now you know that people can find that video once again on 3, in my case, different playlists, and you have an opportunity for it to get watched because of the fact that it's located in more than one playlist. Next, you really want to let YouTube know if this video is made for children because of the Online Privacy Protection Act. It's important that you list if it is or if it is not. I don't have anything vile in my video, but I always just say no just in case, because I don't want my video to get pulled or for there to be a flag or anything like that. So I just cover all bases. Next, when you hit the more button, you can let YouTube know if the video that you're doing has a paid promotion. All of those details are there for you to be able to read, but you just want to make sure that you sift through everything to make sure everything is covered. Now, what I usually like to do is to add my name, but the very first tag that I usually put inside of my YouTube videos is going to be my title. Usually when you have the opportunity to grab the tags from your TubeBuddy in terms of the suggestions that they give you for tags in your video based upon those tags that are relevant towards your video's title, what will come up first when you copy and paste those tags that they give you is usually your title, the title of that video. Now, I will grab that and then I'll go ahead and come back over here and then grab some of the tags from what I uploaded into my Asana, right? And then go ahead and copy and paste. Now, sometimes you'll notice that there are way too many tags that you're using. You only get to use, I believe, 500 characters. So you simply have to just come back up here and then take out some of these. Another way that you can make sure that you're using the right tags is by scrolling down a bit, and then you can see the recommended tags that TubeBuddy will give you. But these are more than likely the exact same ones that I grabbed when I went ahead and did my keyword research. If you need a little help in terms of trying to figure out what keywords you're supposed to use for your videos and what exactly tags are, I'll make sure that I put a video in the description box down below so you can check it out and you get totally clear about this whole tags and keyword thing. So what I do want to do is add the tags down here that are in green, because I know that those will give me a better opportunity to be able to rank my video in search high. So then I'll come back up here and take out some more tags because I want to make room for the ones that I just added. So I'm at 489. I'm going to try to see if I can add my name, and maybe they'll let me do it. So I have to take out one more tag. Let's see, let's take out productivity and we're good to go. All right, so we have our tags in here. Then you come down here and you let them know the language, the subtitle, and if you want closed captions, that's all up to you. You have the option to put in your recording date and location. You can add this when and where your video is recorded. You just can search for the videos by this location, which I've never tried before. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I did one time, so I'm going to do it again. Let's see what happens. I don't like to put the recording day because I feel like if people see a certain video that has been uploaded for some time and it's not recent, they might not click on the video. I'm not sure if that shows up. I'm pretty sure that it probably does, just like your video location. So I'm just going to leave that alone, right? So then moving right along, what will come up is that it's a standard YouTube license that you're using for your video. All this stuff is usually checked off. Another thing that you want to pay attention to is the category of your video. What category does your video fall in? Is it educational? Is it a how-to video? So on and so forth. You want to make sure that you're utilizing all of these different opportunities so that your video is definitely optimized for more views. Going straight forward, next they're asking you about comments and ratings. Choose if and how you want to show your comments, right? So if you were like me, if anything, you can hold inappropriate comments for review or anything, that might not be good that you necessarily want on your channel. You can show how many viewers like and dislike this video as well. It is all up to you. Now, one thing that I want to call attention to is that you don't want to just be posting videos randomly at whatever time. You want to have a planned time. And if you know you're going to post your videos like at, let's say, 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, you want to make sure that you do it maybe like an hour in advance, just in case something happens, because it does take time for your video to upload. So it goes through an uploading process, then it has to get processed, and you usually see the time here. And it depends on the amount of time that it takes to upload the video, depends upon how your Wi-Fi is working in your house. But you can hit the next button to be able to look at some of the video elements. Now, you cannot do anything in terms of your video elements, meaning to say add any cards to your videos or end screens to show the viewers, what videos are related, or websites or call to actions. You can't do any of that stuff until your video has been uploaded. When it gets to process, then you can go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and just give it a second and then jump right back into the video. So now that our video has gone through the process, in video elements, you have the chance to be able to plug in your end screens, which really gives you an opportunity to promote whatever relevant content at the end of your video, as well as adding cards, which gives you the chance to promote related content during your video. So if you've mentioned any cards within your video, you're going to go ahead and add the exact video that you went ahead and you referenced inside of the video through your cards. So in my case, I went ahead and I know that I referenced the time block schedule video inside of this particular video, and what I'm going to do is grab that particular video, put it in a card form, find the exact place where I'm mentioning that video, and then I'm going to simply hit the save button. You can do the exact same thing for your end screens. For me, I have the latest import. In whatever way I went ahead and I uploaded my last videos, there is the latest imprint of that particular one. So I'll click on that. And what happens is that the time that I want for my end screens to pop up that I did in the previous video pops up the same. So I usually would just hit the play button, and I know that everything will be smooth when I go ahead and I have the chance to end the video. So I would go ahead and hit the save button, and then now that everything is done, then I'd hit the next button. Now in visibility, if you're planning on uploading this video at a particular scheduled time, then you have the chance to unlist your video or put it on private so that people can't see it. You could set a premiere, but I would only say utilize setting a instant premiere for if you had something big coming up. Like, you don't want people sitting there watching your premieres and it's just like a regular video that you upload per week. But you really want to use that, in my opinion, for special occasions, because it just kind of gives your video a different feel. So moving right along, obviously your video would have to be saved, published, and on public. And like I said, if you want to schedule the video, you can do that. What will happen is that your video's thumbnail will just be shown, and then the video will be pushed out by YouTube on that particular time that you went ahead and mentioned. You want to make sure that you follow some of the details that they give before you publish. Check to see if kids appear in your video. You want to be looking for overall guidance in terms of community rules and all that other stuff, so that everything is in place. Now is the fun part. You want to go ahead and hit the publish button. Now you want to make sure that you share your link for your video on whatever platforms you are connected to. If everything is hooked up the right way in terms of your computer, once you hit one of these buttons for another platform to promote your video on, it'll automatically go to that next platform, like let's say Facebook or Twitter. But I wanted to show you all in the back end what your video looks like. So what you want to do once the video is uploaded, the thumbnail looks good. So here's a video that I just went ahead and posted. Everything looks great. I'm going to click on this video and I'm going to hit the like button. I'd love to put a call to action in the comments. And I'm going to hit comment and then go ahead and like this and then pin it to the top. All right, so that gives some engagement on your channel, and then your people know that they can actually answer that pinned comment, which gives you that level of engagement that you need on your video. So for me, I'll just usually go ahead and watch the video through to make sure that everything is good, and then we know that our video is uploaded and absolutely optimized so that we can get as many views as we want to get.
So I'm super excited about the amazing steps that you now have that will equip you in making sure that your YouTube videos that you upload to to the YouTube platform are absolutely optimized for more views. Do me a favor, in the description box down below, let me know the exact title, possibly, of the next video that you're looking to upload on your YouTube channel. There's one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, and that is that I absolutely believe in you. I'll see you again here soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell for updates. Ciao.